Last time on Making Jewels, you met some faces behind the brand, the maverick and driving force behind it all, Brett. At his side, our CEO, Peter, leaving everything store-related to Marcin. Overseeing the product vision, our Chief Product Officer, Kate. And last but not least, me, Leah, Chief Brand and Operations Officer at Jewels. The team was struggling to keep up with the pace of the project.
The whole approach is, we've got to go at a certain speed.
We really are up against it.
Whatever it takes, we'll make it happen.
There were problems with the mock-ups.
That is awful. I don't know why we're spending all this money here.
From refining the jewellery to securing store locations and locking in the final designs. The pressure is on. Opening day is fast approaching, but will the team make it in time?
Did I hear it right that Brett wants a mock store done by next Thursday?
Could you play that song for me?
What we're trying to do is really make jewellery sexy again.
It can be done, absolutely can be done, but failure is 2 steps away from wherever we are.
Welcome to Asia. The design team is in China, building key relationships with suppliers and, more importantly, gathering as many samples as possible.
So the team are off next week, back in China and Thailand. They will be going to factories, they will be reviewing samples, they'll be making tweaks, they'll be negotiating, build relationships with the factories, really get them to understand what we stand for, who we are as a brand, who the customer is. They will be getting those samples as close to perfect as they possibly can to bring back, to get in front of us. We will then view the whole collection. We will just make it happen. I don't know what that's going to look like right now, but we'll just make it happen.
With that in mind, the team head to China for an inside look at some of the region's top jewellery factories to create products of the highest quality. They need to see the craftsmanship, the process and the people behind the piece. Because excellence starts at the source.
We can create from nothing to something, right? By the 3D system. After that, we will make the first models, the wax models. And then after the wax model come out, then we will send it to the casting to create a master mold. After that, we will build up wax tree, and then we will fill the pasta inside to cover the wax tree. We have somebody to cut all the pieces out and send it to our polishing department to do the polishing job, assembling, and then welding, that kind of process.
Every piece of jewellery is completely bespoke, designed by the team and crafted in the factory. From early moulding to plating, polishing and final touches, the process is handled with flawless precision. Then comes the race to ship each item in time for the store openings. No small task.
We will try our best to ship, everything on time to the customer. That's one of the things also. We never get late jewelry.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Kelly and Kate arrive at the next factory to review samples, a vital step in choosing suppliers that they can truly rely on.
Thank you. 你好. Great. We're excited to see samples.
So this is the sampling that they've done with some tweaks and amends, and we're just looking to kind of approve them really. Yeah, it's great. A lot of it's looking really, really good. Quality is lovely, really, really good. Something like that, we've just asked them to kind of pop our logo in there, improve the finishing on the inside so that it's up to scratch. But that is something that is quite, it's a core, it's a basic piece. This piece here was fully designed so that this sort of clicker hoop at the top here with the pave would have been existing from Perfect's own collection. But we've kind of designed this drop coming off the bottom here, so we've got like that kind of square-shaped bezel set stone in the centre and pave stones either side. So something like that's completely custom to us. So that's an example of like using something that was already existing and just adding to it. Do you want to try on?
Yes, please model these for me.
Gosh.
Lovely. Nice.
The team are impressed until a major issue emerges. Complications with importing and exporting most of their product range threaten to derail everything.
Yeah, because every company, whatever it's gold or silver, we need to get the license to export a license.
Okay.
That is silver.
Yeah, silver awesome.
Oh, good. That's like a problem. We know some companies they operate like this. They don't have the license for export, so they buy the custom paper from the company which have the license. But actually, it's not that legal.
Okay, well we won't do that. Okay, this needs a bit more thought then. We thought we learned earlier that that might be a problem for gold. If it's a problem for silver too, that is most of the range. Some of the issues we've got to overcome is you have higher duties to pay on gold products than you do on titanium or brass or other things. If you don't have a bonded DC, you have to pay duty once to get it to the DC and then again to get it to its final destination, which obviously increases prices, which we don't want to do. To get a bonded warehouse if you don't have one takes about 9 months' time. Obviously we don't have 9 months. We didn't have 9 months from the beginning. We have to work out the most cost-effective way of getting our products from source to our customers. There's no perfect answer either, to be honest. There's going to be increased costs on everything.
So we're now setting up a distribution centre in the UK. That's just another stream of work that now has to be done because we'll have to find a warehouse, employ people, kit it out. It's solvable, it just adds some extra time and complications.
With important challenges now being navigated, the product team push forward, heading from China to Thailand for the next round of meetings. Whilst in London, the team begin a critical round of landlord meetings, the first step in securing the 15 store locations planned for launch.
This is our 4th meeting today with landlords. So by the time we've finished this week, we really think that we're going to be able to tick off some more stores for launch. Very critical.
It's so true though. It's such a strange habit I've accumulated. I'm such a touchy-feely person. I just kiss everyone. When you're trying to acquire sites in premium centres, your product offering has to be right. There's so many brands that come in and out of these centres promising the world, and then for whatever reason they fail, they can't back it up. And because we are a new concept, we're a new brand, and what we're offering really is quite premium, Kate. It's like very innovative for the industry we're in. They want to see we're backing up what we're telling them.
We'll wing it, but I mean, you just add such a level of credibility. All the way along we've always had a too tight a time frame to launch. It's clear that it's always been unbelievably difficult to do all the things we want to do in this time frame to open on the 30th of May. I always worried about getting good locations.
We're still very short of our 15 magic number, which is stressing me out a little bit.
Do you think 15 is achievable at this stage?
No, I don't.
We're not going to get 15 stores. I think that's a reality now, because the last 3 or 4 weeks we've just been getting disappointing news from landlords saying, sorry, we thought that this deal was going to happen, they were going to move it, and it hasn't happened. So I think we're looking closer to 10, but we can't go below 10. 10 that would be failure.
We currently have signed, agreed heads of terms with 5, maybe 6. So we have another 10 to find from somewhere.
In another week, we've got to make a decision on how many stores we're launching with, because we have to buy the product, enough product to fill that many stores. If we overbuy, it's costing us too much money. If we underbuy, we're going to be stuck with empty stores. So we've got a week, 10 days maximum to make that decision. Working backwards from that, these meetings are crucial.
One final landlord meeting remains, and it's a big one.
Okay, so we're off to see Hammerson, which is probably our biggest or second biggest landlord in the UK.
This single company could unlock 5 store locations under one agreement for Jules. It's more than a deal. It's a major step toward the 15 we desperately need to make the nationwide launch a reality.
Yeah, so we've just met with Hammerson, who is one of the major landlords in the country. We're looking like we've got 5 opportunities with them. Three we're ready to sign, and there's 2 more that are coming in as well, which is great. It was a great meeting.
Yeah, it was. It was really productive.
I mean, we've just gone through the list there, and you know, there's 4 or 5 that are on the cusp. So we've got to push harder. We've got until next Friday, so we've really got 6 or 7 working days to get these across the line. So we're going to be busy. So we want to.
Things are looking up. The 5-store deal the team were counting on is almost over the line, a breakthrough that could solve their biggest challenge.
It's a really bloody important one of 9 stores.
But just as momentum builds,
Since I got this news yesterday,
a major setback hits.
I don't know what to do, actually. We've just found out yesterday that store, which is our store, which is going to be fabulous, is also going to drop from the launch. And that's information that we've just received from the landlord way too late. And we believe that they were aware of that well earlier than this. And I don't know what levers we have to influence, probably nothing. But
well, Peter,
I am unbelievably frustrated by this.
All we can do, Peter, is kick and scream, and I mean, they know the situation. As of last night, I told them on the back of your email, screw it, we're going to can.
I'm really disappointed about this. I feel it's verging on deceit. They've got the power, we don't. They know that we have to launch on this date. And if we don't, so we haven't got any negotiation power. How does this happen? I mean, we have looked in the eyes 4 times in the last 3 months. And each time they've said, this is fine for launch. I just can't understand this. So who's lying here? Who's just misleading the truth here?
There's no lie here, Peter. Somebody has screwed up.
Screwed up. And what are they doing about it? Because this is not good enough.
It was inevitable. Everything was smooth sailing. Something is going to go wrong. And it turns out that one of the things that have gone wrong is property.
Didn't sleep last night, trying to think through it.
So yeah, we are now looking at hopefully 9 stores, but realistically probably 8 for launch.
We might have to either drop that store out and then hopefully we'll get that store in a month later, but it means that they missed the launch, they missed the hype, or else we delay launch.
That will have a knock-on effect across product because they need to know a number of stores that they need to be ordering for. It affects our marketing because we've told everyone we want to launch with 15, and it just becomes suddenly very underwhelming.
With store numbers still uncertain, predicting how much product to produce is a guessing game. But in Thailand, there's no time to wait. The team must press on with sourcing and negotiations, making critical decisions under pressure.
I totally understand that why everyone is under pressure, but we try to make it as fast and as efficient as possible. Yeah. So I hope that my process is also working well with you.
We've appreciated it a lot.
Let me go get my laptop and then we can start reviewing the samples that we have right now.
All the samples were kind of exactly as we hoped they would be.
The way that they've interpreted the designs and the CADs and stuff that they've produced, it's, really top notch.
The only downside is the team are at capacity, so they're not going to be able to finish everything that we need and want for launch, so we've had to prioritise a bit. It won't be the whole execution that we wanted to offer. It's literally just a race against the clock now, which is always fun.
With the clock ticking, Kelly and Kate return to London, carrying fewer samples than planned. As they rush to build the mock shop, Marcin puts the final touches on his new display design, all in time for Brett's review.
I really like it.
Marcin went to China, figured out the best way to do this. So he's all behind here. You can see a grid of magnets.
And the Greek
corresponds with the actual magnets in the tiles.
And so all of those magnets in that grid effectively hold all of this in place in any formation that you want.
When they put together, they have to align perfectly. Well, the system allows it.
So he's created that, he's brought it back from China. He's now got it on display so we can test it with product and signage before we actually do manufacture it.
And then go back to China and get this prototyped maybe once, probably twice, and then go into full production.
All in all, from store design meeting to China to development to bringing it back, it's been about 5 days, 6 days.
Yeah, step by step, day by day, but we're getting closer. We're really getting closer, so very exciting.
There's definitely some important pieces that haven't yet arrived, but we'll get there. But it's going to have to be a mix of physical samples, some CAD work. It's going to have to be a bit of imagination involved for the wider team to kind of visualise what we haven't got.
With the mock shop ready, it all comes down to one man. If Brett isn't sold on the products or the displays, the entire launch could be pushed back. Everything's riding on this moment.
They're incredible. I mean, they're really incredible. Did we create any of these, or these were just...
That's every single one of those is designed by her.
Every one of them?
Every single one, every 500 SKUs. They're not 500.
500? 500. If you did 500.
There's a lot. Yeah, I locked her in a room for a week.
This for me is the right level of trend.
It's cracker.
Yeah.
Delicious is
Delicious.
my new word.
It's my favourite word.
Delicious. This is very impressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Success. The products earn their seal of approval from the man at the top.
It's wonderful. I cannot see how our customer in wherever we are, Manchester, is going to
Resist.
not be drawn in.
But just as things start falling into place, a major flaw is uncovered.
That one's slightly orange. And that's a little bit green.
Green.
Green, yeah.
The gold tones across the range are inconsistent, a serious issue no jewellery brand can afford to ignore.
You can see the colour's not right. That's our colour we're looking for, closer to that.
This is the one.
Yeah.
This is that is actually a bit closer.
Too many alloys.
Gold, even 14 karat and 18 karat gold still has, it's not 100% gold, it's still got some other elements in it.
The product that's in the mock shop that's not the samples.
Basically, the samples you see in there, yes, at first glance they're right, but they're not really right. So I need to now get the right colour gold version of every single sample.
That creates a knock-on effect impact for everything else.
Do we plan for you to be in Thailand at that time?
So this is 2 weeks late. That's the problem.
Everything has to be ready, which it now won't be.
Next time on Making Jewels. With no time to replate and ship the gold from Thailand, the team are forced to fly out for last-minute product and campaign shoots. The goal by the end of Thailand is to have a full e-com catalogue ready to be published on our website.
Heathrow Airport has announced it will be closed.
We really need to be on these flights.
Large earthquakes in Thailand. Prime Minister has declared a state of emergency.
The floor's still moving, it's really strange.
The launch hangs in the balance. Meanwhile, issues with packaging and visual merchandising threaten to bring everything to a halt.
It looked like an erect penis.
We're going to be a week late on Critical Path.
It just puts more pressure on other parts of the business.
At this stage, any delay could be disastrous.
Any artwork change is a reset to the whole thing.
Can they pull it off in time, or will it all fall apart at the final hurdle?
We've given too much to Tom. The visual merchandising, it's got all the packaging, some of the tagging, any one of the three things that could delay the launch.
Find out in the next episode of Making Jewels.